Hello there. Please ignore the mess in the background. I'm still unpacking. I just moved. I want to talk about Star Wars because last Friday at 9 o'clock, we got 2 episodes of Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. For those of you who don't know, haven't seen my backgrounds, I am a huge Star Wars fan, a bit of a fanatic to say the least. But as of this morning, May 31st, 2022, Star Wars tweeted out, "We are proud to welcome Moses Ingram to the Star Wars family and excited for Reva's story to unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel in any way unwelcome, we only have one thing to say: we resist." And in reply to that, they also say, "There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist." Now, there is a nerd culture on YouTube. Specifically, there's a channel, Geeks and Gamers, titled "Lucasfilm Attacks Star Wars Fans Over Kenobi Backlash." The backlash of Obi-Wan Kenobi is not as severe as these idiots are making it out to be. These creators who think everything, if they include a black character, an Asian character, therefore they're pushing this woke narrative, trying to force diversity. And I'm not saying that's not a thing that doesn't happen, but at least in the context of this is definitely not one of those instances. In fact, to take this a step further, here is a video clip of going through the actress's Instagram, her DMs, and she's highlighting actual racism that is sent to her in her DMs by racist nerds, racist Star Wars fans, and it's clear and simple.
You know what's really crazy is that, like, you would think sci-fi and fantasy would be the most welcoming and the most accepting genres because they are so frequently storylines that are ridiculous and made up of like aliens and weird shit, comic book shit, and niggas having special powers and all that, things that aren't human. Like, there was no reason.
I don't remember. Like, make it
Don't
sound
even
fire.
think that.
If the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it. Big ass chain around my neck so these niggas know I'm rich. And I don't need shit but the dick. Big ass stack in this purse so these niggas know I'm working. I'm holding this Glock in my Birkin. Niggas got a deal, ain't fucking with the bitch. I be working, I make moves in silence. Hoes might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty, but ain't never finna buy shit. Sorry, hoes hate me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be the shit girl. Don't call me sis cause I'm not your sick moves in silence. Hoes might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty, I'm a real nigga fantasy.
Long story short, there are hundreds of those. Hundreds. And I also see those of you out there who put on a cape for me, and that really does mean the world to me because, you know, there's nothing anybody can do about this. There's nothing anybody can do to stop this hate. And so I question what my purpose is, and even being here in front of you saying that this is happening, I don't really know. But I think the thing that bothers me is that, like, sort of this feeling that I've had inside of myself, which no one has told me, but this feeling of like, I just gotta shut up and take it. You know, I just kind of gotta go and bear it. And I'm not built like that. So I really just wanted to come on, I think, and say thank you to the people who show up for me in the comments and the places that I'm not gonna put myself. And to the rest of y'all weird.
These messages are real, and if you don't think that this is racist, if they aren't taking an issue with her race, not the fact that maybe the character doesn't have the best dialogue, or maybe the character is lacking in certain elements, no, that's fine. I don't have an issue with people criticizing a character. When you make things about race, when you say things about their skin color, using race as a reason to disparage and attack a character in a TV show. Is every character fleshed out and perfect? No. Are there going to be dialogue problems? Yes. Not everything is perfect. That's fine. Criticize the character that she's playing, not make it race-related. DD Cobra, Jeremy Prime, says, translation, the Obi-Wan series is getting a lot of criticism, so we need to label fans racist so they will stop. Fuck that. Reva is 100% a trash character, and no amount of virtual signaling will change that. I just need to say this for the record. This man is fucking pathetic. I almost thought about making a full video on my main channel about this, but this is toxic, dude. In In no place is Lucasfilm saying that anybody who criticizes the show is therefore racist. What Moses Ingram posted is racism. And if you can't understand the fact that she posted evidence of actual racism shown towards her because she's black, you genuinely think that this is virtual signaling, that is some sort of narrative pushing. You get thumbnails like this from the creator Mecha Random 42, who says the same sort of shit, that Lucasfilm, even before the show came out, is going to label all people who criticize the show as racist. In no place in the post did they say this. In no place did they even imply this. Rather, it was in response to what Moses Ingram posted herself on her own social media. You dumb fuck. I'm going to make a video about this and shit show because of all this. They aren't going to silence anybody. Fuck Lucasfilm. No, fuck you, Jeremy Prime. There's only 2 episodes out of 6. We don't even know the backstory. The character could be developed. You expect a character to be fully fleshed out and fully developed in 2 episodes of 40 to 50 minutes? Fuck Jeremy Pine, Dee Day, Cobra of Geeks and Gamers. You blend criticism with racism when nothing in that post implied such. How do you have an actual problem with this post? If anyone intends to make her feel anyway unwelcome, we only have one thing to say. We resist. Star Wars didn't say anybody who's criticizing this character is racist. No, they just said we will resist anybody making her feel unwelcomed. And Moses Ingram posted these receipts to back up the fact that there was racism towards her because of her character. And if you can't accept that, Jeremy Pine, your inner racism is genuinely showing. Lucasfilm is also not trying to silence anybody. They literally just said resist racism. Resist people making someone feel unwelcome, and she dropped receipts of her DMs. And that is 100% valid response, and I think it's a really kind, warm, accepting response. And I believe that as a Star Wars nerd community, as a Star Wars community, people need to be more accepting. Here's the thing, if a character is of a different ethnicity, we can critique that character and say, hey, you know, the character's lacking in dialogue, or maybe the character's not fleshed out enough. But racist comments, not acceptable. And to mask that racism under the guise of, the show is getting a lot of criticism, therefore everybody is racist. That's what Lucasfilm is saying is just not true, and is so disingenuous, but most of all sociopathic, on the inner feelings of what these people actually think, because they're too dumb to comprehend or accept that there is racist people out there who are attacking this character because she's black, and that's not okay.